Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah to all the students. Can I request everyone to please mute themselves? Jazakumullah everyone for arriving on time. So let's start our class with the recitation of the Holy Quran. Could I request the support teacher to please kindly pick a student for the recitation?
And G1 393, please unmute themselves. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. Could you recite the following words? Please start with Tawaz and Tasmiyah.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim.
Translation.
I seek refuge with Allah from Satan the rejected.
Yes.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the gracious. Why did it speak over someone?
Could I request students to quiet down?
Yeah, he says in the name of Allah, the gracious, the mighty. Allah. Where is it? Allahumma.
Assalamualaikum. Is the noise coming from your side? Could you recite? Could you recite again?
Allahumma as'aluka
Ilman nafi'a. Yes.
Oh Allah, I ask you for beneficial knowledge.
Yes. Well done, Jazakallah.
Jazakallah.
Sorry about that. Could I request all students to please mute their mics unless they're told to unmute? Can the support teacher please keep an eye on that? Okay, Jazakallah. Okay, so moving on. Before we start our lesson, I will quickly go through the etiquettes. I can hear a lot of noises from all the students. Please make sure that your mics are muted unless you're told by the support teacher. So I hope all students have done their ablution, are wearing clean clothes. I can still hear some people. Let me mute everyone. Okay, I think that's better now. Please, I'm requesting again everyone to please mute their mics. So I hope everyone has done their ablution, are wearing clean clothes, you have your head covering, and are in a quiet place. Please do remember that we are all learning Quran together, and it's very, very important that we are in a quiet place, and we have to show respect to the Quran when it's being recited. So it's really, really important that we are not in a place that is noisy. So make sure that you are in a quiet place with your parents and have entered the class with a correct ID. Correct ID is really important so we can take attendance of all the students. If you have not entered with the correct ID, we will send you to a waiting room and we'll admit you again when you have changed to the correct ID. So today we are going to be revising and learning about the rule of huruful mad. So let's quickly go through the rule. So huruful mad, what does it mean? Huruf in Arabic means letters and mad means to prolong. So huruful mad means letters of prolongation. There are 3 letters of prolongation: alif madya, vaw madya, and ya madya. So huruful mad causes prolonging of sounds when it comes after a certain strokes. So wherever we find huruful mad, we have to prolong it for 2 seconds. So for example, here we have alif madya. So to prolong this alif madya, the letter before this should have a fatha. As you can see here, fatha. If I go to another page here, you can see we have an alif which is highlighted blue. And before the alif, we have a ra. And the ra carries a fatha. So we are going to prolong this ra with fatha for 2 seconds. Ra. And the reason why we're prolonging, because the ra with fatha is followed by alif. Alif madya. And alif madya is a huruful mad. So we are prolonging this for 2 seconds. Same here. We have a lam. It carries a fatha and it is followed by alif. So we are going to be prolonging this for 2 seconds. La. So another letter, huruful mad, is vaw madya. So the difference between vaw and alif is that alif does not carry a sukoon. You can see alif does not carry a sukoon. However, vaw, it carries a sukoon. And before the vaw, the letter should always come with a dhamma. So we prolong it for 2 seconds. If we go to the next page here, we see we have a vaw. It's color blue and it carries a sukoon. And before that, we have a alif and the alif carries a dhamma. So when we are joining this together, we are going to prolong it for 2 seconds. Ooh. Same here. The ta, it carries a dhamma and it is followed by vaw, vaw madya. And the vaw madya carries a sukoon. So we are joining it together and prolonging it for 2 seconds. Tu. So the last huruful mad, vaw madya, is ya. So same as vaw, the ya also carries a sukoon on top, a small sukoon. And so before the ya, the letter should always carry a kasra. So when a letter carries a kasra and it is followed by ya with sukoon, we have to prolong it for 2 seconds. Here we can see we have a ya which carries a sukoon, and before the ya we have a mim which carries kasra. So we are going to prolong it by joining it. Mi. Same here. Sin. It carries a kasra and it is followed by ya madya, and ya madya carries a sukoon. So we are going to prolong this as well for 2 seconds. Si. So what we have learned right now is huruful mad. Today we are learning about huruful mad. Huruf means letter. Mad means prolonging. So letters of prolongation. There are 3 letters of prolongation: alif madya, vaw madya, and ya madya. So for alif, before the alif, the letter must always carry a fatha. So we can prolong it for 2 seconds. And before the vaw, the letter must always carry a dhamma, and vaw must carry a sukoon to prolong it. And for ya, ya should also carry a sukoon. And before the ya, the letter must always carry a kasra. So as you can see with this example here, we have a normal la. La carries a fatha. This will only be prolonged for 1 second or 1 count. However, the la with the fatha is followed by alif madya. So this will change into 2 seconds. So we have to prolong it for 2 seconds. This is la. This is la. Same here. Alif carries a dhamma. It's for 2 seconds. Sorry, for 1 second because it's just a normal alif with dhamma. U. However, here we have a vowel which carries a sakin, vaw madya. It's acting as haruful mad. Before that, we have alif and dhamma. So it's for 2 seconds. Ooh. Same here. The meme, it carries a kasra. It's a normal meme with kasra. It's only for normal 1 second. Me. However, here we have a ya. It carries a sukoon, ya madya. And before that, we have a meme with kasra. So we have to prolong it for 2 seconds. Me. So what we have learned today is that alif madya is alif that comes straight after letter carrying a fatha. Here we can see ha. And vaw madya is a vaw sakin that comes straight after a letter carrying dhamma. And ya madya is ya sakin that comes straight after a letter carrying a kasra. It might sound a bit complicated, but it's pretty easy. So let's go straight to the practice. Could I request the support teacher to please kindly pick a student for the practice? Jazakallah.
Can G1 416 please unmute themselves?
G1416. Assalamu alaikum.
I can do it.
Assalamu alaikum. G1416.
सामने रख प्लीज आज इसने सामने रख नहीं तो मैं
Could I have another student, please?
Can G1638 please unmute themselves?
G1613. Assalamu alaikum. Could the students come straight to the mic when they're told to, please? Jazakallah. Could I have another name, please? Could the support teacher give me another ID?
The G1638 is not muted, so I think they will speak. I'm not sure.
excuse me
Can G1778 please unmute themselves?
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Which ID is this?
G1778.
Okay, G1778. Are you in a noisy place? Because I can hear some background noise.
Okay. Is this better? Is this better?
I can still hear some people, but it's a bit better now. Okay, that's fine. Could I request the rest of the students to please mute themselves? I can still hear noises. Okay, so can you start from the first line? Start with Tawas and Tasmiyah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن صلاتي
Yes.
إن صلاتي
Inna salati.
إن صلاتي
Inna salati.
إن صلاتي.
Yes, well done. Do you remember that we have to prolong this la?
Yes,
Yes, and
I forgot a little bit.
oh, that's okay. So you can see here we have a la which carries a fatha. And what is the la followed by? Here, it's a alif, right?
Leaf.
Yeah, it's a bit different shaped here. Sometimes in Quran, it is written like this. So we have to prolong la for 2 seconds. Okay.
La.
Yes, and here as well, you can see ya. You know this is ya, right? Ya, which is sakin. Yes. G1 7780.
Yes.
Yeah, so the ya, before the ya, there's a kasra. So are we going to prolong this?
No.
Yes,
I'm not
yes.
gonna prolong.
Yes, we are going to prolong it because we just learned it here. Can you see my screen? So ya, before the ya second, if there's a kasra. So we have to prolong it for 2 seconds here. The ta carries a kasra and the ya is sakin. So we will prolong it for 2 seconds this as well. Inna salati.
Inna salati.
Yes. Next word.
Vanusuki.
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 G1778. Is there someone with you?
No.
What? Okay, I can hear someone speaking. Please, can everyone mute themselves? So here the va carries a fatha. And here the words carry dhamma. So we are only prolonging it for 1 second. Vanusuki.
Vanusuki.
Yes. And can you tell me here the blue ya? Are we going to prolong it? Will we prolong this ya?
Yes.
Yes, because before the ya second, what does the ka carry?
Kasra.
That's right. So before the ya sakin, the word should always carry a kasra. So here you can see the ka carries a kasra and it is followed by ya with the sukoon. So we are prolonging this for 2 seconds. Vanusuki.
Vanusuki.
Yes. Next word.
Vamaya.
Wamahyaya.
Vamaya.
Well done. And can you tell me here this aleph? Yeah, are we going to prolong this aleph?
Yes.
Yes. And why is that? Because the letter before, what does it carry? The ya?
It holds a fatha.
Yes. So we are going to prolong it for 2 seconds. Well done. Wamahyaya.
Waya.
Wamahyaya. Yes, next word. Wamamati. Yes, well done. So here the alif is also a haruful mad. And here as well, the ya, as I told you, the ya, before the ya, what does the letter carry here? Yes, so we are also prolonging this ya. Mamamati. Yes, well done. Excellent. Jazakallah. Could I have another student, please?
In G1 673, please unmute themselves.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. G16373.
73.
Okay. So could you recite for me the second line? Start with Tawaz and Tismiyah. You can start.
Waalaikumsalam.
Assalamu alaikum. Which ID is this?
G1673.
G1673. Okay. Could you recite for me the second line? Start with Tawaz and Tismiyah.
Auzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim.
Please, could I request everyone to mute themselves? Just a second. I'm sorry. There's a lot of noise from everyone. Could the sport teacher give me another name?
Can G1561 please unmute themselves?
Assalamu alaikum.
Should I do another one?
Yes, please. Can I have another?
Can G1491 please unmute themselves?
Waalaikumsalam. Waalaikumsalam.
Assalamualaikum. Kenapa?
Should I pick another ID?
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Really? Assalamualaikum. Really? Aman? Joe! That's Joe! That's Joe! There you go! That's Joe.
Could I request all students to please mute themselves? And you're not allowed to unmute yourself until you're told by the support teacher. This is delaying the class. I keep getting different IDs speaking on the mic, and this is not how the class should be conducted. So please, I'm requesting everyone to please follow the rules. Could the support teacher please pick a student?
Can G1486 please unmute themselves?
G1486. Can you come on the mic, please?
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Could you recite for me the second line? Start with Tawas and Tasmiyah, please.
A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Mutawaffika
Yes.
yuzakikum fayuwaffihim
Fayuwaffihim.
Siddiq
Siddiqatun.
Nikatun
Yes, well done. Could you tell me here that you were prolonging this ya? What type of letter is this ya?
Sakunya
Is it a huruful mad?
Nadia
Yes, well done. So it's a ya madya. And why are we prolonging this? Can you tell me? Because the dal, which is joining, what does it carry?
um uh uh
What is the stroke below dal? Is
I
it?
do not remember.
You don't remember? That's okay. Is it a kasra? Is it a kasra?
Yeah.
Yes, so it's a kasra. So before the ya, the letter carries a kasra. So we are prolonging this for 2 seconds. Siddiqatun.
Siddiqatun.
Yes, well done. Jazakallah. Could I have another student, please, on the mic?
Can G1366 please unmute themselves?
G1366. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Could you recite for me this line? Start with Tawas and Tasmiyah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Which line should where should I start from? Okay. No. Illiyina.
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 Yes.
Sijidun. Rabban. Ni. Ye.
Rabbaniyina.
Rabbaniyina.
Yes.
Sittina.
Yes, well done. Could you tell me here the ya? What is the ya acting here as?
Ya Maddiya.
Perfect. So why is it acting as ya madya? What is the condition? The letter before, what does it carry?
The letter before has a kasra, and if it
Yes.
has a kasra and then there's a ya, but
The ya
before it,
carries a
but
sukoon.
it
Yes.
doesn't, then you make the previous letter longer.
Yes. And for how long?
2 seconds or two counts.
Well done. That's right. And here, I mean, is this ya acting as ya madya?
No.
No, because the ya does not carry a sukoon. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well done. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah.
Jazakallah. Well done. Could I have another student, please?
Can G1361 please unmute themselves?
G1361. Assalamu alaikum. Could I have another student?
Can G1379 please unmute themselves?
G1379. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Could you recite for me this line? Start with Tawas and Tasmiyah.
A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Sajajan.
Yes.
Nazakhatani.
Nadakhatani.
Nadakhatani.
Yes.
Ghasaqun.
Yes.
La ghafarun.
Yes. Well done. Okay. Could you just tell me here, this aleph here? What is this aleph acting as? Do you remember?
No.
Okay. Is it aleph madya or ya madya?
A alif.
Aleph madya. Yes. So are we prolonging this?
Yes.
Yes, we are prolonging this. And can you tell me why are we prolonging it? Because before the aleph, what does this dal carry on top here? Which stroke is this? Is it a fatha?
Yes.
Yes. So when before aleph, if the letter carries a fatha, we have to prolong it. Do you remember? I just told. Could you tell me how long do we prolong it for?
2 counts or 2 seconds.
Yes, well done. So could you recite for me again this word?
Nadakhatani.
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 Yes, well done. That was perfect. Jazakallah.
Nakla.
Could I have another student, please?
Can G1317 please unmute themselves?
G1317. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Could you recite for me this line? Start with Tawas and Tasmiyah.
Yes. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Yes, from here.
Dahu.
Naza'atun.
Naza'atu.
Naza'atun.
Naza'atu.
Yes. Kafaratun.
Kafaratun. Dun.
سيارة.
Sayara. Dun.
لفاحة.
The Hadun.
Yes, well done. Could you tell me here this aleph? What rule are we following here?
2.
This aleph, what is it acting at? Is it aleph madya?
Yes.
Yes, well done. And so before the aleph, the vowel, what does it carry? The stroke.
A fatah.
Yes, so are we prolonging this?
No.
It's a yes because before the aleph, the letter vowel, it carries a fatha. So this, we have to prolong it for 2 seconds because the vowel with fatha is followed by aleph here. Do you get it?
Yes.
Yes. So here, this is huruf al-mad aleph. So we will prolong this. Lavahatun.
Lava Hadun.
Yes, well done. And here as well. This aleph, we're going to prolong this? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. And for how long?
2 seconds.
Yes, 2 seconds. And can you tell me the name? What is this aleph called? Alif Madya.
Arithmetia.
Yes. So can you repeat this word again? Sayyaratun.
Sayarahadun.
Yes, well done. Jazakallah. Could I have another student, please?
Can G1 491 please unmute themselves?
G1 491. Assalamu alaikum. Could I have another student, please? Could I request the support teacher for another student?
Can G1557 please unmute themselves?
G1557. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Could you recite for me the first line? Start with Tawaz and Tasmiyah.
Yes. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Yes.
سا
Saharin.
سهالم
Fa'alun.
فعال
Khatarin.
خطار
Halafin.
حلاف
Yes, well done. Could you just tell me here, do you know why we are prolonging this ta? This red ta here?
because we are
What is the ta followed by? This blue.
alif.
Alif. So it's a alif madya. So that's why we're prolonging it. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. And can you tell me how long are we prolonging it for?
2.
2 seconds. Yes. So can you repeat this word again? Khatarin.
Rin.
Yes. Well done. Jazakallah. Could I have another student, please?
Please, can my sister have a go?
Yes. What's her ID? Can you tell me her ID?
She doesn't have one.
I'm sorry, the students who have IDs are only allowed to participate in the class.
Okay.
Inshallah, for next class, she can register before, and inshallah we can practice then. Okay, Assalamu alaikum. Could I have another student?
Can G1712 please unmute themselves?
G171. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Could you recite for me this line? Start with Tawaz and Tasmiyah.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يقيمون يحسبون يحسنون
يحسنون
يحسنون قينون
يوقنون.
يوقنون.
Yes, well done. You recited well. Could you tell me here, this vowel, which is colored blue, what is this acting as here?
Vowel mud.
Yes, it's so, what type of letter is vowel? Huruful mad.
Okay.
Yes. So vowel is a huruful mad. And can you tell me why we're prolonging it? Because the letter before
Has a dam on top.
yes, well done. And how long are we prolonging it for?
2 seconds.
2 seconds. Well done. So can you recite this word again?
يحسنون.
Yes, well done. That was perfect. Jazakallah. Could I have another student on the mic?
Can G1435 please unmute themselves?
G1435. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Could you recite for me this third line? Start with Tawaz and Tasmiyah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. ربي يورا تحبون
Tuhibbunakum.
تحبونكم
Yes.
يسدون
Yasudduna. Yes.
يوالون
Yuwalluna.
يوالون.
Yes, well done. Could you tell me here this vowel? What is it acting here as?
Wow, Madia.
Yes, well done. And why is it acting as vowel madya?
Because it has
A sukoon?
a second.
Yes,
On
that's
top.
one of the reasons. And the second reason? The letter before,
It has
what does it
a
carry?
on top.
Yes, well done. So there are two reasons. The vowel, it carries a sukoon, and the letter before vowel sakin carries a dhamma. Well done. And can you tell me how long are we prolonging it for?
2 seconds or
Two
2
s-
pounds.
Well done. That was excellent. So could you repeat this word again for me?
Yasuduna.
Yasudduna.
Yasuduna.
Yes, so remember, this dal carries a shadda as well, okay? So we have to join this dal with the previous letter, which is sad. So yasudduna.
Yasuduna. Tuna.
Yes, well done. Jazakallah. Could I have another student, please?
Can G1642 please unmute themselves?
G1642. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Could you recite for me this line? Start with Tawas and Tasmiyah.
Okay. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ummiyuna
Yes.
yaqusuna
Yes.
illiyuna.
Yes. Just make sure that we are not prolonging the la. We are joining it, the la with ya. Illiyuna.
Illiyuna
Yes.
yamununa.
Yes. Well done. Could you quickly tell me here the vowel? What is the vowel acting here as?
Awal mad.
Yes, well done. And can you tell me how long are we prolonging this?
For 2 seconds.
2 seconds. Well done. So could you quickly repeat this word again for me?
Illiyuna.
Yes, well done. That was perfect. Jazakallah. Could I have another student on the mic?
Can G1828 please unmute themselves?
G1828. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Could you recite for me the last line? Start with Tawas and Tasmiyah.
A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Akdama mana
Aqdamana.
akdamana al-qatihina
Atihina.
al-qatihina
It's a fa. Al-Fatihina.
al-fatihina
Yes.
al-warithina
Yes.
Rabbayani.
Yes. Well done. Could you quickly tell me here the ya? What is this ya? What rule are we following here?
It needs to, the letter before needs to join onto it.
Yes. And what is the difference? We are joining it because there's a sukoon on the ya, but are we prolonging it? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And what is this ya called? Can you tell me? Is it ya madya? Am I right?
I think so.
Okay, that's okay. So this is a ya madya. It's a haruful mad. You remember we just learned alif, vaw, and ya. There are three types of haruful mad. And here we have a
Yes.
ya. Okay, and can you tell me how long are we prolonging it?
2 seconds.
2 seconds. Well done. Could you quickly repeat this word again for me?
Al-Qatihina.
Al-Fatihina.
Al-Fatihina.
Well done, Jazakallah. I think we are running out of time here, so let's end our lesson here. So the homework that everyone needs to do is revise this huruful mad rule, and practice exercise 15.4, which we did in class today. So I would quickly go through the rule. Today we have learned about huruful mad. Huruf means letter, and mad means to prolong. Letters of prolongation. That's what we learned today. There are 3 letters of prolongation: alif madya, vaw madya, and ya madya. So we have to remember that before alif, the letter must always carry a fatha, and the vowel must carry the sukoon. And before ya, the letter must always carry a dhamma. And sorry, by mistake, yeah. And ya sakin, before the letter always must carry a kasra. And so we have to prolong it for 2 seconds. Here we can see la, u, and mi. So make sure that you practice at home this rule. So we will end our class with the ending prayer. Could I request the support teacher to please pick a student to recite the prayer?
Can G1589 please unmute themselves?
G1589, Assalamu alaikum. Could I have another student, please?
Hello.
Assalamu alaikum with ID. Assalamu alaikum with ID, yes.
G1589.
Yes. So could you recite for me this prayer? Start with Tawaz and Tasmiyah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Allah. Yes.
Should I do the prayer now?
Yes, please start.
Can you help me, please?
Okay. Allahumma arhamni
Allahumma hamni
bil-Qur'anil azim.
Say that again, please.
Bil-Qur'ani
Bil-Qur'an
nil azim.
nilazin.
Yes. Translation.
Oh Allah,
Have mercy on me
me
through the Quran.
through the Quran the Great.
Yes. And next, waj'alhu li
وَجَعَلْهُ لِي
imaman wa
إِمَامًا
nuran wa
نورا
hudan wa
وهدى
rahmah.
ورحمة.
Translation.
And make it for me the leader, the light, the guidance, and the mercy.
Jazakallah. So with that, this concludes our class. Inshallah, see you in our next class, everyone. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.